Two best friends, both alike in dignity.
Nurturing phantoms and courting the muse.
The hag divines when something must die.
Yes, that was Poog.
But this is huge.
The ego loves to seek,
but never to find. It was Berlant
and Novak
the whole time. Okay, the live stream is live. The live stream is live. The live stream is live. 0. Okay.
Okay. For those listening, what we did, we're rolling out a new feature, which is at the $10, if you give $10 a month or more, you will have access to us recording live. Anything that doesn't make it to air.
Maybe not every episode, obviously.
No, not every episode. We're not lunatics.
But here's my question.
I feel a sneeze brewing, yes.
I feel like we should pop onto IG and just say, $10 people, go check your inbox. You know what I'm saying?
IG as we're recording.
I'm doing it right now. By the way, don't you love saying Gonzo journalism without knowing what it means? Because I love saying Gonzo journalism, knowing nothing. Okay, wait, hold on.
Wow, this is wild.
Okay, I'm doing it too. The whole boom thing. Can't just saying boom. Boom.
Boom. We are live.
Streaming to $10. Or what do we call them? Dear friends.
Dear friends. And our dear friends. And founders, of course.
Check your inbox. We are live.
We're live, bitch.
Boom. See, I always assume that everyone's just like me, okay? And I think everything's last minute. That's why I always put things on sale last minute. I'm like, who knows? Who buys tickets months in advance to anything? I'm like, it doesn't even make sense. I'm like, I should just put it on sale day off. Of course, so many do. So many buy months in advance.
Me thinking I'm in Boston to do my show. I'm in Toronto. But tomorrow, Toronto's sold out, of course, but Boston isn't. And I'm like, oh, day of Boston, I'm sure. It's like, no, people aren't going to buy tickets day of.
I think
maybe, but
no,
unlikely.
I do think plenty do. Boston's interesting market, I found. Okay,
Greg Johnson's coming.
I was like, oh, fantastic. Okay, well then that's all you need. He'll be laughing his ass off.
This is a ginger. I'm at the Four Seasons, and I want to be clear. Sorry to just pivot directly to travel, but I am taking advantage of course, the American Express Travel and Resorts benefits, which Jacqueline Novak turned me on to. And as one of your benefits, you do get free breakfast. AKA, yeah. She's showing me her Amex. AKA, by free breakfast, I mean $40 credit ahead. Jacqueline, I was wondering this. Could you lie at check-in and go, my partner's meeting me later? And then you get $80 for breakfast every day?
I think you go downstairs and you go, it's just breakfast for two, okay? It's not like each person is like checking in for my breakfast. I think like breakfast for two is...
But it's very specific. It's 40 ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 40 ahead. It's $40 breakfast credit.
Do they use that
each.
language? It's so crass.
I know. I don't know.
Folks, we got four people watching.
This is unbelievable.
I can't see them. All I see is a number, which is...
This is unbelievable. This is ginger juice from the Four Seasons that I'm drinking that is free because of Amex.
This hurts for the first live stream. Okay, for this to be the first live stream, it's
funny. Your blemish is completely covered by the interface of Riverside. Okay. I mean, I'm essentially rolled out of bed.
Yeah, but rolled out of bed, it's not a blemish. It's a lifestyle, all right?
Jacqueline, wait, one thing you wanted to talk about in the pod, you wanted me to remind you, because last night I arrived at the Four Seasons and sent you a photo. Oh, I was reminded of my first Ritz.
Of course. Wait, why? Was this a not all Four Seasons are the same? Well, here's what I want to say. Okay, maybe I can pull up the photo. Okay, Okay, so remind them about the Ritz in case they've forgotten.
Okay, so 2 years ago, if you can believe it, when we were doing the Poog Christmas tour, the inaugural Poog Christmas tour, we were going to Philadelphia, and Jacqueline Novak, again, through Amex, had booked us at the Ritz, and I was getting excited because I was like, it's my first Ritz. And the Ritz, this is one of those kind of tent ptent-pole luxury hotels or something.
My first Ritz, just that language.
Yeah. And so I got excited because like, oh, the Ritz. And then I get into the room and I was like, okay. It wasn't, by the way, it wasn't shit.
That I spent 3 months warning you, okay?
No, you were like, don't get all like,
whatever.
Like, the Ritz. Yeah.
Because I had also booked our travel basically like to get the benefits and the upgrades and whatever. Remember that? Or at least some of them. And it was like, Amex. And it was like, God, there's 11 people here. Who are you? I mean, there's no way for you to respond. We can't see you.
It's hard that we can't. I actually would prefer to see them, meaning comments, because they're here.
No. It's too distracting. They're eavesdroppers.
Oh, right. Okay. This is, by the way, this is eavesdropping.
You know, I remember once telling
But
someone.
wait, we can't forget. Wait, the Ritz.
No, don't forget the Ritz. But I just want to say, I remember saying once to someone, don't recall who, I was like, people should hire me. This is like during my whole, like, I'm an ideas man. Everyone should hire me. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if they, what was it? I was like, one sprig of parsley on every airplane meal. I forget how this whole thought pattern went down. I'm like, the ticket price, okay, it could triple. Right.
Yeah.
And then like someone else was like, or something, and they were like, well, actually, removing the cost of the parsley actually like saved the airline, you know, like whatever, like something like that. They were like, that's why you're a marketer, you're not a whatever, you know what I mean? And I was like,
you're not in the brass tacks.
True, I am. Okay. So Duckbill's a team of real people made more powerful thanks to technology. So they're like an executive assistant for your personal life, right?
Well, here's what's crazy, and this is why I'm really excited about this. Handles exchanges, returns.
Dare I say, Duckbill got me to the doctor.
Wow.
You know, all the things in their way mentally between you making like a dermatologist appointment. It's like maybe not for you because you're like so locked in, but for me, it's like insurance network
No, it's hell.
calls. And so it's just like dragging me through that, right? And it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it's like it stays calm.
Yeah.
It's like the external brain that stays calm. And then it makes the calls. It says, you've got an appointment. And I'm like, can it be true?
You got the appointment.
I got the appointment. And then, because it's like anyone can make someone or something do a task, but can you roll with Novak's way? You know, I find this kind of stuff quite helpful. So I do encourage people to give it a shot and see if it works for them and explore it.
Our listeners are going to get 50% off their first 2 months with the code
50?
50, sweetheart.
Oh my
half
God.
Off at getduckbill.com.
Wow. With the
What's
code
there to
HAGS?
lose with the code HAGS, baby.
Take me back. Wait, take me back.
So the Ritz. So I was all excited about the Ritz. Jacqueline was warning me, don't get too excited. Don't get
Because
so
I
fixated
booked it.
on my first Ritz.
And I was sort of, I had felt this whole, there was a lot on me. Like if Kate said anything negative about anything I had booked, like I was really sensitive. Like again, when I go into my knight archetype, okay, on Kate, okay, my other masculine, other version of high stakes masculine. Oh, remind me to talk about Titan submersible. Remind me, okay, Titan submersible.
The one that went.
Yep. Or went.
Oh yeah. Which we. All right, like
implosion.
Which is what we figured out. Which is, didn't they confirm it wasn't like, it's obviously a nightmare to die at all, but wasn't it that the thing was that it wasn't like that it was so quickly that it was like no one felt pain. It was really like, I think that actually,
It's literally,
yeah.
I think someone referred to it as the best way to die.
Yeah, totally.
In the thing I was watching.
Complete instant annihilation, yeah.
Titan needs to come, but I want to get back to the Ritz. So I felt I was in my night state, okay, and you know, we all, I mean, you can imagine you're with Kate Berlant, okay, and you're responsible for the sensuous properties, the environment. Imagine holding that responsibility on yourself. Okay. Meanwhile, and don't forget, she's cheap. She's a cheap bastard. Okay.
By the way,
she also comes free with the prices. She comes free with the prices.
No, I have changed, and here I am. Last night, because I texted Jacqueline. I treated myself to the Four Seasons. Because I'm on tour.
She knows I'm the only person that she has to, the moment she starts to type, like, I gave myself an early birthday present. Okay, she has to, like, qualify because, you know, whatever.
By the way, and I got a great deal. Okay, keep going.
So we get in, and I could see the Ritz. Okay, she's fixated on tonight, the Ritz. Can you believe it? My first Ritz. Okay, and then I'm like, just don't freak out. Like, just don't overblow it. And then that was a classic way. She gets to her room. She starts sending me photos of the room. Is your room like this? Comes down to my room. Okay, goes.
You
your
had a
room's
better
different.
room. Yeah.
No. I go, no, Kate. Okay, I sent back the photos. You go. You became convinced later.
Right.
Okay, that you're like that vanity. Like your vanity is like totally different. And da da da. I was like, no, my curtains are drawn, and I have the sconce on. Okay, versus you flipping on me like overhead.
No, I would
To
never
take
flip on
photos?
them. No, you're right. Actually, that is what happened. I can find the photos somewhere.
But the point is, so I get photos from you, and it's like, to me, these photos are curated. Okay, they are these very specific photos that Kate Berlant takes when she gets to the hotel room. In my mind, she sends them to me. She sends them to her mother.
Yeah, exactly,
okay?
exactly.
Okay, there's a few people, okay, to basically give her peace about what she paid for, she was right to pay for. I mean, literally, Kate, though, that one time, like, you thought that the vanity on the sink in the bathroom was different. And I just sent you a phone bill. It's the same one. I mean,
No,
grass
it was amazing.
is
The
greener.
perception,
Okay.
the live perception.
So I get
the disease
the way
of
panic
perception.
clouds the mind. Okay, so I get this last night. This is classic hotel shot from you. Okay, it looks borderline shot by the hotel.
I know. TripAdvisor.
Also clinical, like
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. Okay,
Yeah.
like you've been on TripAdvisor for years, and
31 people listening. I repeat, 31 people listening.
31 eavesdroppers are present.
31 eavesdroppers are present.
I hope some are sneaking in while at the office.
I love that. It's our
So-
first ever live stream. And by the way, it was spontaneous. Okay, continue.
It's the only way I do it. So I get that from Kate, and it's like, yeah, it's the clinical photo that is like, here's a neutral photo of the space. Wide as hell, right? Like to do an assessment. I don't know. It's just like, it's really specific.
Yeah.
And when one comes in, I feel like usually if it just comes in, like spraying for the Four Seasons and then picture,
Yeah. What am I?
it means you're asking if it's good enough, because I feel like when you're freaking pumped, I get a text that's like, when you're freaking pumped, okay, but when you're freaking pumped, I get a text that's like, holy shit, this is the nicest hotel I've ever stayed at.
Yeah. That was me at the Viceroy when I had the 1-bedroom suite.
Where I've recorded from there in years past.
You know what's funny?
It is the 1-bedroom suite. The burl wood furnishings. Didn't it reignite your interest in burl wood?
Well, I don't even know what burl wood is, to be honest, but the bedroom with the Viceroy, this happened to me twice.
I was
at the
curtains.
Viceroy, right? And again, I was put up for work, so I wasn't paying, and I was in the 1-bedroom suite. It's divine. I went back, great service, love it. I was in not a 1-bedroom suite, but like the Grand King or something. A lovely room. But I had been spoiled by the 1-bedroom suite, where I get there and I was staying for 4 nights, and then I called down and I was like, sorry, just so how much is, like, I was like, what's the difference, right? And of course the difference was astronomical. And I was like, oh, right. Like that's what it is. And by the way, on Hotel Talk, and this is really fun. This is funny to me.
Is that a segment in our show?
No.
Or a website?
No, it's brand new. I'm premiering it. Hotel Talk.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Okay, but
I'm thinking $15 tier for those who travel.
So we just were saying at the Ludlow, and my partner later called me on. I said this in completely flatly and genuinely. I was talking to them and I said, I said, it's been a tough Ludlow.
No.
I go. I said to them completely genuinely. I was like,
to who?
To Naomi, to my partner.
Oh, no.
Like,
I thought you meant, okay. I thought front desk. I thought that you were front desk.
No.
Okay.
So I had for days, because again, I was staying in New York. Friend was out of town. I got to stay at her unfucking believable 3-story Brooklyn townhouse. Like,
congrats.
Insane. Yeah, it was insane.
Oh my God.
And then I moved to a King Ludlow. I get in there, and I've been talking to Naomi all week. I go, baby, I sprung. We're staying in the King. I get there, I open, I go.
Have you never been in one?
This is small. So listen to the Queen Loft
is bigger than the King. I know. Kate,
so here,
Hotel Talk. King doesn't mean big room. It means
this
king
is
bed.
so confusing. So I go, by the way, I meant to cross-reference the prices, but I go, oh my God. So last time, and I wasn't paying. I don't know what was going on. I was at a Queen Loft, and it was fucking bathtub with the window. So then I get in there, and so here's something that's tough, and this is what made it a tough Ludlow. I take a picture. How do I picture it? You're in the room. There's a huge block. The electrical closet that's in the hall is built into the room.
Into the room, right.
So there's like a cutout. And so then for days I'm going, so if the electrical closet weren't here, is that just open floor? Is that just open floor that instead it's the electrical closet? And I go, do they give it to me because I'm staying longer?
Right.
Like what? Like maybe they roll out. This is another question I have about hotels. If you're staying for more than, or do they roll out, let's give the best room to people who are staying for 2 nights, 1 night, entice them. some person who's here for a week, we've got them trapped. I don't know how to do my balance. You know what I want to do? The first guest ever for Poog. Hotel manager.
Anyone will do.
And you can anonymity will blur your voice. And that's
they're like,
but
they're like it's like the throws. They're like, the throws are never washed. They're like, because my belief, the throws are never washed.
Yes.
Anything that's like,
well, of course, I rip it off the bed. You get into a hotel. You too. I immediately rip off the
throw it.
And the decorative tables
and the decorative pillow.
In cum. Yeah.
The decorative pillow is straight on the floor.
Some businessman's putting it under his wife's ass so he can go deeper. I'm throwing that on the floor.
No, it's like, I mean, I've talked about this before, but I had a concept, Soaring on Caffeine, about a hotel where everything's metal and wood, okay, but mostly metal, plus washable cloths.
All copper.
All copper, okay.
The first all copper hotel. Okay. The copper inn.
Okay, no, but here's the key, okay? So I developed in my mind a line of furniture that everything is, there's not a piece of cloth in the room that isn't completely freshly laundered before you enter.
Okay.
So it's a design construction issue, okay? So for example, there's a chair in the room, but that chair is made of, let's just say, copper, okay, and cloth. Okay,
for
cloth
its antiviral properties, I want to be clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
and cloth that, so the cloth is like a sling, let's just say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so it's washed each time.
It's washed each time. I would even take, I think, I'm not sure, the interior pillow. Okay, the interior pillow is encased in plastic or whatever, something. Yeah. Okay. And then that is a copper pillow essentially or whatever. And then that isn't a fresh thing. So you go in there, it's like your room is made of copper and white sheets.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
In different degrees. Okay. You could twist up a white sheet and it's like you twist it up. Like, you could do anything.
Yeah. Twist up your own sheet.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can become a rope.
The copper end's making me laugh.
And but my huge question was, do you open it as a hotel, or is it the kind of thing that instantly every hotel is going to start offering it because it's going to become a new standard? And then so the question is, do you instead start the furniture and the linen design company that offers
and get
this?
Get your patent on that? Yeah.
And by the way, you hear an idea on this podcast, and I don't get 99%.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have 1% if you want to actualize.
I think that actually the logical next step of Poog is you going on Shark Tank with something. You could get on.
I have too many ideas.
You could get on.
I mean, so many.
I've had some hot summers in my life. I have to tell you, Cozy Earth sheets are so cooling.
Kate's completely right. Fans of the show know that I have put their comforter, their silken comforter, I put that onto our hag shop. Cozy Earth, the products are quality. It can't be denied.
They're absolutely beautiful. And listen, you can have a risk-free purchase of Cozy Earth. They offer an 100-night sleep trial. Try Cozy Earth sheets during the hottest nights of the year. If you're not in love, return them hassle-free. But you're not going to want to. They have a 10-year warranty on all bedding products. That's a decade of cool, quality sleep.
Luxury shouldn't be out of reach. Go to CozyEarth.com and use code HAGS for up to 40% off Cozy Earth's best-selling temperature-regulating sheets, apparel, and more. Trust me, you'll feel the difference the very first night. That's CozyEarth.com with the code HAGS. Sleep cooler, lounge lighter, stay cozy.
But wait.
Take me back.
But it's just the Ludlow. So wait, hang on. So I get into the room, right? The electrical closet thing, I hardly even understand. It was like after the first night, I was like, "What's the box?" I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" That there's like a huge box into the room.
I mean, it's New York City.
But when I'm in the room, still love the Ludlow. Listen to me. But when I'm in the room, I'm like, because I've been talking up to Naomi, honey, I got us the king. Okay, all fucking week like an idiot. And then I call down.
Staring at that
I
box.
get there.
The fact you're even talking about the box.
I call the front desk. I go, hi.
No.
Listen to this. I go
that voice every time.
Not because of the box. I call down. I go, hi. Just got into the room. I just wanted to confirm. I booked a king.
Sorry, just laughing. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Please.
Hi, I'm just wondering if the box wasn't there, would that be floor space? Sorry.
No, I want to look. Okay, so I go, hi, I just wanted to confirm. This is the king, and he goes, yes, you're in a king, and I go, oh, okay. I'm wondering because the last time I was there, I was, frankly, the room was bigger or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, could you tell me what room I was in last time? He looks up instantly. He goes, yeah, you were in the queen loft. And that's, a bigger room. And I go, oh, huh. And then okay. And then I kind of...
Did you go, but why is it bigger if king beats queen in a card game?
Exactly. I just meekishly was like, oh, okay. The room's great, But we're up to 34 listeners. Hags are probably texting hags.
Now, if you're not, this is a really good time to deputize the 34.
If you're just joining us,
I'm going to call these people.
This is the first ever live stream. They need a name because this is inaugural.
Well, they're the inaugural 34, I think.
They are the inaugural 34 because Jacqueline said to me, should we live stream? And I go, really? Like, shouldn't we make more of a thing of that or whatever? Here I am. And
I'm wild.
Is there anything incriminating behind me? No. My Tom Bin just said a phrase, the Dew Skin bag that they sent us Dew Skin in initially. By the way, I want the Dew Skin oil cleanser. If everyone listening could get that to us. Anyway, but I said
the inaugural 34.
Sorry. Yeah.
Wait, but the inaugural 34.
35.
Say, oh, wow.
We'll see how big the number gets to.
So here's what I'm saying.
As we record, and that'll be the...
Now, by the way, there is a risk here, okay? Which, because we went so fast, not any real risk, okay? But that this is a link that I believe anyone could just share with anyone and get in, right?
Okay.
At the moment. Now,
I'm fine
if you're
with that.
here and you're not a $10, okay? If you're here and it didn't enter your inbox, I go, get the fuck out. Immediately drops to 15.
I think welcome.
Don't leave.
I think it's
Don't
okay.
leave.
I think it's okay.
But I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. The point is walls will be built.
Around
will
this.
be built. Okay.
Yeah.
But the point is, if you are right now, all I'm saying is text your $5 friends.
36.
Text your $5
anyone's welcome
friends.
here. This is a taste. This is a taste of what you could have at the $10
But also,
level.
and also what I'm saying is text them and go, as a $10, be like, remember how I told you I was a $10 member and you said you were good with 5? Well, right now I am.
I'm live streaming.
I'm live.
We're at 37.
I'm in a live stream.
Anything could happen. I could take my tits out.
Okay.
Yeah. We're at
Always
37.
that with you.
I know.
Okay. Imagine eventually in a movie you will. Eventually in a movie you will.
Were you at a party where I took my shirt off? I'm trying to think. I think I did it.
Was that when you were doing push-ups?
Oh, yeah. Wait, when was that?
I don't know. It's a similar kind of memory. I actually remember myself on the floor doing something a little...
Push-ups. Yeah, where were we?
Physical.
At my birthday.
Dancing.
At my birthday, maybe this is, oh my God, actually at this point, what the fuck? This is 7 years ago. We were in the jacuzzi. I took my shirt off. I took my top off, tits out. It's my birthday. But it was a party.
Well,
yeah.
You also did it at 5 or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait. So, but just back to the Ludlow.
Yes.
So then we're there, the electrical closet box. Did I take a picture? It'd be kind of shocking if I didn't.
But, I could have warned you, I think.
Warn me about what? The electrical closet?
You going, I think I'm going to book a king, right? And I would have been I might have been able to warn you.
If you listen to the pod, you know that we are a big fan of OneSkin here. I have used the serum. To be clear, the serum, the texture of it is like a cream. It's unlike anything else you're going to use. And I'm very, very vocal about the fact that their body sunscreen is my favorite. It's so luxurious and moisturizing. I ran into a incredibly glamorous, beautiful woman, and she is, not that it matters, but French. And she was saying that this is her favorite product line. So that also sealed the deal for me. OneSkin is the first and only skin longevity company to target cellular senescence, which is a key hallmark of aging, with their proprietary OS01 peptide. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started today with 15% off using code HAGS at oneskin.com. That's 15% off oneskin.com with code HAGS. After purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Invest in the health and longevity of your skin with OneSkin. Your future self will thank you.
Never leave the house without matches if you want to keep romance alive in your relationship.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean so you
Well,
can
not leave the house,
light
but
a
for
cigarette in
staying-
the street?
When you're sharing, no, so you can use the facilities in the shared restroom at the
Ew.
hotel when you're staying in a hotel with
That's
a lover.
disgusting. So I go in there, it
Though
smells
this
like a
is-
match, and I'm
it's
instantly
fabulous.
brought to I instantly know, like, the scent of a burnt match to me is basically equivalent to the scent of fecal matter.
Disagree.
It's almost worse. You know why?
Disagree.
It's almost worse. You know why? Because then you're proudly inhaling
No.
match smell, knowing that you're almost being tricked into having a more free breath. Okay, versus it kind of being gross in there, and you kind of just breathing like an inch at a time.
I can't
You'd rather be
tolerate that.
deeply inhaling the match.
Yes. Well, I'm not doing that. It's just like all I want to say is
The match equals.
I've never smelled anything bad in the bathroom, and that's from this. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, I don't know.
Really quickly on to New York. I just want to shout out. I had a really gorgeous meal. Thai Diner continues to deliver. I had very few nights off, but I want to shout out Liar Liar in Brooklyn. Fabulous. And I had a great meal at Zimmy's, which I know is a buzzy establishment, but shout out to Marcos behind the bar.
Have you heard of Angus?
No.
It's in Brooklyn Heights.
I'm going to go to Borgo. I got to get back to New York.
Well, by the way, that huge announcement.
That's actually a good shirt.
I'm
I got to get
looking-
back to New York.
There we go.
Got to get back to New York merch.
By the way, the shirts are coming. Okay.
Got to get back to New York is a good,
Well, point
I think
being,
there's something there.
I need New York City. Okay.
I know.
I need it. I need it half the year
I know.
minimum. I need that outpost. I need that Western outpost.
Bi-coastal living, it is the
dream.
ultimate, it is the dream. And I'm absolutely manifesting an apartment in New York.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't want to throw the word manifest out there. I was like, there's something about the word manifest that
It's been sickened.
just
It's been
destroyed.
cheapened.
And I even think it's a little too like out of the ether comes matter versus like if you are going to play the game, of
Michelangelo.
whatever. Yeah. Well, I wish it was I'd rather
Liberating.
be Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Michelangelo. Like the manifest is kind of like there's nothing and then there's something, which is
Well, that's mean the Michelangelo liberate the tits from the marble. You could say I'm Michelangeloing.
I mean, it's not even a joke. I mean, it's my favorite metaphor. Like I really like unapologetically. I saw an angel in the stone and I carved her to set her free. Okay,
I know,
we
it's
say it like
gorgeous.
every 60 episodes, I think. Okay,
Oh my God, good.
but all to say, what did you just see? A bird?
Quite the opposite. The Four Seasons menu.
Similar in some ways.
I saw something.
A hunter.
Well, I saw
a hunter
this.
in a world of
I
farmers.
love this. Four Seasons June happenings. And I just go, I love the drama of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what could it be? What could, like, a taste of summer? Daniel Boulou.
Oh, look at you.
Okay. Look at me biting my tongue. Rotisserie night.
I used to go to Upper West Side Balloon. Wait. I feel something on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah. The smell of the subway.
Being in New York, but you
Vital.
know, it's been exciting.
Yeah.
Missing LA. Missing is missing the right word? I don't know. Listen, both are great. Next topic. We're at 40. We're at inaugural 40. But Jacqueline, just the Ludlow really quick. So the electrical closet, and then I said to Naomi completely genuinely, just like I said, it's been a tough Ludlow. Or it was like in the middle of a sentence. It was
Already
like
forgot.
this, that. Like, it'll be good to go there because, it's been a tough Ludlow. And they, of course, like laughed and I felt very seen. And I told them like that they had
It's also
to
narrative. It's a narrative. It's you
aches and pains.
assigning a value. Wait, but I want to tell you before I tell you a few other things. Okay?
Yeah.
Titan submersible. So
Okay, why are you on this?
you know,
Is it back?
well,
Was there a
obviously-
reunion? Not a reunion, Jesus Christ. An anniversary?
No, just a.
God.
Well, we saw, Chris highlights.
I'm
for
sorry,
me
but the
when-
most fucked up merch would be Titan Submersible, like 5-year reunion. 6-year
Well, they do
reunions.
that. No.
What
They
do
do
you
that
mean?
with other things. Like, I'm pretty sure, like Miracle on the Hudson. And by the way, bonus episode, we'll get to Sully and all that when we talk about.
By the way, I'm going to
rehearsal,
tease that episode with this. Picture me, 11 p.m., Katz's Deli at the counter because there's no line. Ran in to get matzo ball and a sandwich to go. I'm talking with my friend about the rehearsal. A man next to me goes, "Excuse me, are you talking about the rehearsal?" I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Are you talking about the rehearsal? I go, yes, we are. He goes, "I'm a pilot."
No.
So he goes, "We're pilots. 2 pilots in line at Katz's."
Did you get their numbers for further conversations?
I mean, I fucking wish. I was like, "Have you watched it yet?" And he was like, "No, people are talking about it." I was like, "So pilots are talking about it?" He was like, "Yeah, pilots are talking about it."
Yes.
And then one of them, and I love this, is like, "I started it. I didn't understand." You know, it's like someone who's never seen Nathan Fielder who does. Well, I know. But trust me.
How do you not understand?
But he got confused.
No,
I know.
Is
the opening is a triumph. The Peabody Award is
is
coming. The Peabody's coming.
There's nothing not to understand.
No,
in the opening.
Yeah. No, but they're boyish faces. They're open boyish faces, and one of them was like, I don't know, maybe in his early 50s.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "You are a 14-year-old." Like something about the haircut and the shirt and the like. And he was like, "Yeah, we were supposed to fly to Oregon tonight, but we're not anymore."
Were you like,
so hey, we get a night in New York.
Here's what's sick about me, right? The panic. I'd go, "How do you guys communicate?" I go, "You got to hear this. You got to hear it. It's all about communication. You know that, right?" But I'd be worried about their flight tonight, and I'd be going, "Listen to this. I'll just
Here's
give
the
you
lesson.
one
Here's the
concept from the
lesson.
show. One concept for Captain All Ears,
yeah,
First
Captain
Officer
All Ears.
Blunt."
Yeah.
Okay. First Officer Blunt. Captain All, I go, which you? Which is one?
It's so
and he better listen.
genius.
You go for it. We're back there counting on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that'll be huge.
It's
huge
unbelievable.
episode.
41 listeners, 41 live streamers.
And viewers, to be clear.
And viewers, of course.
I mean, that just so the people, $10, folks, for a random email to come in.
Oh, I have an announcement too, which is that I was feeling myself. Thank you to any of the New York hags that came to my show. I just did, a bunch of shows in a row. Before my last show, I go, "It's happening. I'm getting sick." Okay. And I kind of go, "Well, of course it's happening." I went and got a drip. Got a drip.
Literal, here we go.
What?
Why Christ saves some of us, not others, remember?
No,
I'm joking. But it's like you both believe in the sickness and you believe in the drip. Could you cut out both steps?
Wait, what do you mean? Not get sick? I don't understand.
Are you manifesting the illness and then manifesting the solution?
No.
The solution.
Right.
Which I don't mind, but
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I've had it happen where the drip really does save. And I still want to talk about tipping at the drip. Drips are so expensive. It's absurd. And there's a thing now, tip your nurse. And it's like, aren't I paying? I'm all about tipping across. I'm not a fucking stingy tipper at all. I need some. That's just for the community to talk about.
Are you seeing people tip there? Is it a space?
I don't know.
Receipt?
There's a place on the thing, but now there's a thing like the tip right now. It's the thing. It's like if I'm at an airport kiosk, am I tipping on a water bottle? Like everyone's talking about this. The kind of and America's hell, and so we do have to tip people, of course. But I just want to understand for a drip, which is, are you sitting down? $300. Okay. It's an emergency drip.
If your dog could talk, it'd beg for Ollie.
Clean, fresh nutrition your dog needs in 5 flavors will absolutely flip for. You don't have to be a veterinarian nutritionist to know that feeding your dog real whole foods with minimal processing is one of the best choices you can make for their health.
It can add 2.5 extra years to your pup's life. That's more tail wags, more adventures, more time with your best friend.
I just heard that a dog that is close to my heart eats Ollie. So this to me is a huge endorsement because this is coming from a big dog family. So I feel like if they're feeding their dogs Ollie, this must be the real deal.
Dogs deserve the best. And that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/hags and tell them all about your dog. And use code HAGS to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a clean bowl guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/hags and enter code HAGS to get 60% off your first box. I hope they start making Ollie for cats. I'll definitely be interested.
Well, we've lost some listeners.
No, we're up. I mean, we're up and down and up again, but it's about the overall trend. But look, It's so exciting. Remember, like, because I'm excited now about finding like a puffy eye. I'm like a puffy under eye. I'm like excited to have a new
dark
ailment.
circles. My acupuncturist was like, oh, dark circles, like lack of oxygen.
You know what
I'm
I
like,
don't
what?
appreciate?
But dark circles are kind of like sexy too. It's like,
Well, some people are, don't you know? Some people are doing those as makeup now. I mean, I saw this like 2 years ago.
I think I saw that way back when.
Because they've figured, like, you know, like the 11-year-old watches YouTube videos. They figure out how to make a perfect mask of their face where they could basically like create anything with their face. And then they go, well, what's it all for? You know, now I want to look like that woman who I think is cool. Let me put on some circles. You see what I mean? Like comes back around on itself.
Okay.
But wait.
I believe it.
I think having listeners is
Huge for the show.
pumping me.
Okay, let's
Wait, but
what can we talk
Titan
about?
submersible.
okay,
I got
go. Okay, finally, go.
But anyway, I'm going to recreate the Oh, I did launch a Substack. If anyone hasn't made their way over to it, Jacqueline Novak, the writer, is back. Okay, I'm a douchebag over there. I'm a writer. I'm a writing community douchebag.
Jacqueline Novak.
Dot.
I want to see if it just comes up. I want to just Google like a fool and see if it comes up.
It won't.
Oh.
Not yet.
No,
okay.
2 hours ago.
Oh yeah. Are you reading that little comment about me waking in the night embarrassed?
Yes. Wait, how do I okay, I'm subscribing.
There's a free. I can gift you and only you. Okay, a free paid. Now, why do I have it paid? Because I am afraid to post things to the wider
I understand.
public.
I understand.
And I've been letting them into my personal life. Okay. Posting romantic posts about my lover.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God, incredible.
Posting abandoned Canva designs. Okay. Can you believe it?
Wait, sorry, I'm literally just...
Free. Actually, you won't be. I should gift you now. Oh my God. Any of the live people need to go there now. I just realized. I pick up subscribers. Substack. Jacqueline Novak.
You can find it just by Googling.
Okay, that's good. But wait, that's not what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring up Titan Submersible.
Yeah, okay, go.
Novak.substack.com. So whenever Chris sees that there's like a nautical disaster related thing, he'll update me. Okay,
to Titan?
just anything nautical. My ship captain life.
Okay.
Hubris and negligence and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm just rabid for.
Yeah, totally.
So he goes, oh my God, there's a Titan Submersible doc. We press play. Ugh, it's a fucking trailer. Okay. I'm furious, right? Okay, it's like Netflix or something. Then I go hunting around.
Someone's coming?
What do I see? Another network has one. Okay. It was like
Off to the races.
Off to the races I go with theirs, you know. I watch it.
I'm sorry. So another network has a full doc.
Also, yeah. Okay, so I watched it. And this is the realization that I have to say. I think we've spoken, obviously high stakes masculine, right? That whole thing with me, right? You can picture me and whatever. Now, and I can't remember if I've said this part or not yet, which is, why am I living the life I am now? Okay, where I have creative angst to the degree of a ship captain, right? Like it's as though lives are on the line, but I'm like an artist.
Yeah.
And I think it's because some part of me knows that if I brought myself into the world where lives were on the line, like my like actual hubris and the creative fever that like where I compulsively create, okay? Like I know it's not safe. I would be like the Titan guy. I'm not saying I would be, okay?
Well, no,
but
you could
see in his eyes.
The pilot questionnaire, like that Nathan takes in the rehearsal, like you wouldn't be able to.
Oh, you mean because like mental illness?
Who would? Well, that's kind of the whole thing about the rehearsal.
Right. No, I forgot about that. But I just mean like you can have the wild kind of creative idea guy.
Yeah.
You can't have that guy
flying the plane.
funded and building submersibles.
So he right, because he was like a wild guy.
You know, it's like you gotta be like
he's like, I have a crazy idea.
They get so excited and I understand it. Like it was really I don't know.
And he was
like
really
a
rich.
realization. I was like, that's why.
Obviously.
It's like, if you're that guy, you have to take yourself into the arts, okay? Or take yourself, be a research
You can't put
guy.
lives on the line.
You cannot, this is not 1323. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, it's
What's
just,
that?
I just mean like, you know, like you're like building a boat.
Setting sail on the...
And you're just like, who wants to risk everything? You know?
Of course, yeah. Because naturally,
A good
you're
reminder.
assuring people it's safe to get people on the submersible. You're assuring them.
And you see him, but he's doing these things like, you know, like, don't even think about suing me, like, you know, like, and then this other guy says, like, I don't know at what point it became, whether you want to call it a murder-suicide, like, because he basically says, this one guy's like, he knew. Like,
he knew what?
He knew
that
it was a matter
safe?
of time. Yeah, like, that, like one of these is going to explode and, like, basically, like, that he had no way out. And so like he just was like, well, I'll go down with it. It's something, whatever.
Whoa,
it's just get in there if you can, if that's the sort of thing that interests you. But it's like shadow and light side, of the twinkly eyed, inspired. It's like, be like, I don't know, Richard Branson, he's always referenced as like the ADHD, Branson like launched Virgin, like, cause like people, like someone needed to think creatively about, it's like,
I remember the launch of Virgin. I remember when it was like, the lighting is low. I remember when it was like, you get on the plane, the lighting's purple.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Right? That was Virgin. Or was that JetBlue?
Yeah. No. Virgin was the first that was like,
I remember the dawn of JetBlue,
sex
too.
appeal.
Yeah.
And that's where you and me were on, and they had that like in that's where we called ourselves Bert and Urchin for the first time.
Oh my God. Last night, Naomi referenced you calling me Bert. And they love it.
I did it boldly to Naomi to see if like it would even be like clocked as anything. I was like, it's obvious who I'm talking about.
Let me see if I have anything in my notes here. Oh yeah, okay. I wrote down baking soda deodorant. So I already talked about that, didn't I? This woman, an esteemed makeup artist, was like, what I do for what I've done for deodorant for 10 years. She's like, I've never smelled in 10 years. She puts baking soda into like a pepper shaker kind of a thing. Rain it down. Mm-hmm. That's it. I want to try it.
Definitely.
I got my suspicions, obviously. Well, like on clothes, I'm like, well, you can't do that and put on it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, baking soda is more likely to.
Does it make
regular deodorant leaves marks. I just remembering like a million years ago, my brother, we were talking about like deodorants and whatever, and we were talking about advertising or something, and these things advertising deodorants that are clear and don't leave marks on the clothing, right?
Right.
And my brother, this is like very mean, but my brother was sort of giving like the alternate advertising perspective, which was almost to be like, yeah, there's marks, like, yeah, I wear deodorant. And being like owning the marks.
Totally.
Like, it's kind of like compelling.
That's funny.
I told everyone about the botanist in Midtown. I'm in a high self-diagnosis moment, where I'm pretty sure like everything applies to me. Mm-hmm. Going down the hypermobile path. Have you gone down this path?
The fuck is that?
I'm soaring, but it is 5:55 p.m. I mean, it's 55 minutes. It might just be too much to.
Well, this has been a huge. I think it's great to have teased the culture about the live stream.
So spread the word. Feel free to screen grab this.
Feel free to
make it cute.
Yeah.
Make it cute.
Here's
okay,
cute. Here's cute.
It's fine if it's not. All right, everyone get ready. And it's fine if it's not cute. I'd rather you post than it be cute. Okay.
No, listen, of course, but
spread the word.
This could be huge. And this is the inaugural. It's called the inaugural 40 because that's about the number that we're
really.
40,
I just think I said 34 when it happened.
Okay, great.
And I know more came in, but I feel like
inaugural 34. If you were here and if you've been with us the whole time, incredible. Feel free to comment, make posts on Instagram. We will be looking. In fact, we'll be looking today, sweetheart. Okay. So make your post. We're going to repost.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to log into the Poog Instagram.
And I'm checking onto my Substack now. I know it's a side endeavor, and I won't overly promote it over here, okay? But there's probably somebody that's interested. I'm going to go look to see if any of you people signed up in the last couple of minutes. All right.
Okay.
But more importantly, sign up to the $10
paywall.
Paywall life. It's paywall life. All right.
We need to double our income fast. Okay.
All right, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Love you.
Love ya.
Let's close the live stream, Annie. Let us know when they're gone. I still see them.
Wow.
Careful. Don't take your top off yet.
I won't.